Hey y'all, my name is Jason and today we're making an Indiana Jones themed cocktail from Trader Sam's secret menu. The Temple of the Forbidden Rye is a cocktail created by Skipper Melissa at Trader Sam's. She said she wanted to create a tiki cocktail that didn't have rum in it. If you could guess by the name, the base ingredient in the Temple of the Forbidden Rye is rye whiskey. It's super delicious and it's pretty easy to make at home. But before we get started, please hit the like button. It helps other people find these videos. And if you like what I'm doing on this channel, hit subscribe so you always know when there's a new video. All right, to start, we need a lime. I'm gonna cut this in half. 1/2 ounce of lime juice. All right, we're gonna pour that lime juice into our mixing glass, followed by 1 ounce of pineapple juice. I use Dole, this stuff's pretty good, but Trader Joe's canned pineapple juice is really great. If you wanna take the time to juice your own pineapple, I encourage you to do so, but this stuff's pretty good. Just make sure you shake the hell out of it before opening. Okay. And we want 1 ounce of pineapple juice into our mixing glass. Next up, we need ginger syrup. Now, ginger syrup is just a 2-to-1 sugar to water simple syrup that I steeped ginger in. It takes like 5 minutes. It's super easy. You should make it yourself. Okay, we want 1/2 ounce. Okay, into our mixing glass. Now we need Falernum. Falernum is an herbal liqueur. You can get it at most liquor stores, but if they don't, there's plenty of recipes online on how to make it yourself. I prefer Velvet Falernum. This stuff's fantastic. It also goes in the zombie, so if you like making tiki cocktails, pick this stuff up. It's great. So we're gonna use 1/4 ounce Velvet Falernum. All right, next up is probably the most exotic ingredient in this cocktail, and it's really not that crazy. It's Allspice Liquor. We're gonna use St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram. A lot of liquor stores carry this. It's not that uncommon, but if you live someplace where this isn't available, there's plenty of recipes on the internet on how to make Allspice Dram. Serious Eats has a really good one. It just takes about a week to come together. But I recommend it. This is great in a lot of cocktails. So we need 1/2 ounce Allspice Liquor. And now the rye whiskey. You don't need anything particularly expensive or fancy for this. We're gonna go ahead and use Dickel. The most important thing when using whiskey in a cocktail is that you generally want something over 40%, something a little higher proof because it's gonna hold up to all the other ingredients. I'm using George Dickel. This stuff's pretty tasty. It's like 22 bucks a bottle. Rittenhouse is really good. It's about the same price. Old Vanderholt or Wild Turkey. All great, inexpensive rye whiskeys that are just fine in your cocktails. So what we're gonna use is 1 3/4 ounces rye whiskey. Now we're gonna add a whole bunch of crushed ice. We're gonna give this a really good shake. All right, we got a decent amount of frost on the outside. We know our cocktail's done shaking. Crack it open. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Mai Tai glass from Wilford's in Napa. Use any glass you want, but this place is pretty great, so let's support small businesses. To garnish this, we're gonna use 2 palm leaves. You can garnish however you want. This just is how I'm going to do it. Our palm leaves in there. All right, we're gonna add a Trader Sam's swizzle stick. We're gonna add a spent lime shell, a sugar cube, and a little bit of 151 Puerto Rican rum. I think you know where this is going. Gonna light it on fire. And that is the Temple of the Forbidden Rye, a cocktail from Trader Sam's created by Skipper Melissa. You don't want to drink this while the flame is going, obviously, and anytime you're dealing with fire and high proof alcohol, please be careful and have a fire extinguisher nearby in case something goes terribly wrong. But let's give this a taste. Okay, you want to be very careful because especially when it's bright, it's kind of hard to see the flame, so just double check before you put it close to your face. But let's give it a taste. Dude, yes. You can't tell by my face, I'm sweating a lot because it is so hot here in Northern California. It's 110 degrees out. My home bar is actually in my garage, so it's warm in here. And I was a little nervous with this cocktail. I hadn't had it in a while, and I thought, you know, with the rye whiskey, the ginger syrup, the allspice, that it was gonna be too Christmassy, too kind of a wintry cocktail for the dead heat of summer, and I couldn't have been more wrong. This is so refreshing and a real treat on a hot day like today. It's wonderful. And if you're in Anaheim on a hot day and you find your way into Trader Sam's and Skipper Melissa's working, or you know, a few of the other bartenders there know how to make it, order it. I highly recommend it. And you know what? If you want, make it at home. It's so easy. Again, all the ingredients are pretty easily found except for the allspice strand, but you can make it. That's a cake. I encourage you to make it yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna suck this whole thing down super quick because it's so hot out. But I did this cocktail obviously because of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Let me know down below what you thought of that movie. It's not doing great at the box office, surprisingly, but everyone I know who has seen it really liked the movie. I loved it. It was, without giving anything away, if you haven't seen it yet, significantly better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't know if it's quite up to par with any of the original trilogy, but it had the aesthetic and the feel of an original Indiana Jones movie, something that the Crystal Skull didn't have. This feels like a real Indiana Jones movie. It's a blast. It's actually got more of an emotional story to it than most of the other films. Personally, I loved it, but comment down below and let me know what you thought of the movie, or if you make this cocktail, please let me know what you thought of it. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, cheers. It's too damn hot out here.